Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is the third video of a playlist for cloning a Disney Plus website using MERN stack. In this video, we are going to continue making the navbar component. Now I will make a new div outside of this button. We'll make a new div that's called Control B, and then div with a class name equal to text sm and fold bold. For the leading is relaxed. For the py is 2. After we add this py2, we will have the white space is no wrap and uppercase, so that all of the character inside of here will uppercase, and text is white, flex, flex, flex row, justify, win, and item is center, and the width will be 4. Now inside of here, we will have a button along with a drop down. So with a button, it's going to have a class name equal to PC menu, and then text is white, cursor is pointer, text is XL, leading, known, px3, py1, border, then border solid, and I think I will just copy it from here. But here I will add some more extra class, and that is PC menu item, and also will be PC menu. Okay. After that, I will copy the menu icon too. Copy and then paste it here. Alt Shift F to beautify it, and below of that, we will have the drop down item. That's going to be just a div, and for the class name is going to be a PC menu item, and absolute, it will be absolute, and hidden for the default, and for the background is going to be slider color. And here we are going to make a new custom color, so go to the Tailwind config.js again and make a new one called slider with a lowercase s. Slider color is equal to 03, 0b, and 17. Save it, go back to the navbar. After that, we will have a p is 2, and then rounded is equal to md. And for the margin top is 1, and for the z index is going to be 100. This is some arbitrary value, so if you don't know, I will go back to here. For example, I will search for z index, and here we can arbitrary some value, so we can make our custom value using this array. Inside of that, we will have a span, and that span is going to have a class name equal to text sm, phone, base, and for the text is going to be generate. Now let's save it, go back to the website, and refresh the website. Still nothing here. Let me see. There's still nothing, but let me see here. I think there's because we are still adding the LG hidden in here. I think instead of LG hidden, it will be LG block. So the default value is hidden, and if it's LG, it will block. So this is the reverse version of this one. Let's go back here, and we got our drop down. There's still nothing here because we are not yet setting up the hovering function. We will set it inside of the index.css. So in here, I'm going to make an hovering, and here I'm going to add list container, list container is container, and then wait a second. So I will make it dot PC menu, and then hover dot PC menu item, and then PC menu item, it's going to be display is blocked. Save it, and then let's see here, refresh, and then hover through this menu. We get the genre, but I think the slider color is a slightly, or maybe same with the background. So let's change the background of the genre. I will make it as a BG slate. So I will make the background color where it is background color, this one. And also I misspell it, it should be BG slider color. Now let's see how it looks. So it is slightly same with a background or the main background color. So let's change the background color to the slate, and then 800. Save, and let's see how it looks. And now it is looking pretty much better. Now let's continue adding some more and more item. After we add this menu hover, I'm going to add a new one outside of this button, but still inside of this div. This would be text sm, text small. It is mean text small, for the font size is small. If you want to see it, just go to the documentation and search for the font size. Now let's go back here. I'm going to make some new div with a class name is equal to, if it's LG it will block, but if it's extra small, it is extra so small, it's going to be grid, and the grid calls is 2. Save it, but we are not already yet having this extra so small width. We have to set it manual inside of this Tailwind config.js. So in theme, inside of this theme, I'm going to add a new one. Screens is equal to, and remember, if we are adding it outside of the extend, it will replace the old one. And don't forget to add the comma in here. After that, I will make the first one is going to be LG, but first I'm going to make all of this. Let's see in the Tailwind documentation here. Go to the documentation. We got the LG, MD, SM. Wait a second. Well, let's try to add it inside of the extend, so then we don't have to make all of the size one time, all of the size one more time. So we just have to add some our custom device width. So the first one is going to be XS is equal to 425 pixel, and for the SS or so small is going to be 375 pixel, and for the XSS is going to be 320 pixel. Let's comma in here, maybe comma, maybe space in here, space, and like this. Let's save it, and let's see in the website. we get our menu in here. But what happened if I refresh it? It will go back to the center. Okay. And after our Tailwind config.js is done, now let's continue adding some more content instead of the navbar. Go to the navbar.jsx again, and inside of it, we will have a link tag or link component from the React router DOM. So I'm going to make a tag, link tag, and then control space. There is already some suggestion here. Enter it to automatically import, save, and for the link, it will have the two attributes. The first one is going to be just to slash or to the home page, and this link is going to have an image, the logo image. But remember, image is a self-closing tag. Image, img, I mean, save. And for the source, it's just going to be not in here. And for the source, it's going to be like this. HTTP. I'm going to set the not like this. I will set it like this. Save. And for the alt is equal to logo. Oh yeah, I forgot the closing tag. And for the class name, with a capital N, class name is equal to logo img. mr3 lg is width equal to a cram, and if it's extra small, xss is going to be width is equal to 100%. And also this 2 is arbitrary value, 100 pixel. Let's see in the website. We got the Disney plus Hotstar logo here. Let's try to add some more here. Make a new one, new link, 2/subscribe. And here I'm going to add the class. The class is going to be LG is hidden because we are going to use because we will hidden this button and showing the other one, the LG hidden, and then XSS is flex. And for the justify center, and for the item is also center. Instead of here, we'll have a button with a class name equal to b1 round.mg, and then b for the background is equal to sky, and then 600 for the font is going to be xs, and for the text is also going to be xs. So this font is going to set the font weight, this text is going to set the font size, and for the text it's just going to be subscribe. For now, after we add the multi-language, I will change the subscribe to some dynamic text. And after this, one div outside here, we will make a new div with a class name equal to, if it's extra so small, it will be block, and if it's LG, it will be hidden. Save it, and inside of here we will just have some button, and that button is going to have an icon is equal to search outline. Let's control space it to automatically import from the Material UI icons and save. Let's see how it looks. The search is showing. Wait a second, I'm wondering why it is showing. It should be XSS block, and for the LG is going to be hidden. It's supposed to be hidden for now. Wait a second. Okay, so let's check it out the code here. Well, how about we just make it block? We just make it block, and for the LG it's going to be hidden. And also we misspelled the N in here. It should be an uppercase N. Save, and let's see how it looks. It should be disappearing or hidden for now. And we got the search button is hidden. After that, we will have the list of the link. I will put it 3 div outside of here. 1, 2, 3. So inside of the nav, we will have a new div with a class name is equal to. Why am I putting this inside of the curly brace? It is because we are going to add some condition inside of here. So for the LG is flex, and for the flex grow, and for the items is center. The align item is center. Plus we will add some if statement in here. Navbar open. If it is open, it will be flex, and if it is not open, it will be hidden. Let's first make a new state of the navbar open. Navbar open. And here I'm going to make a new state. It's going to be use state snippet. But first I'm going to import it and then snippet. It will automatically create a new state for me. And if I set this to the navbar open, it will also automatically set the N in the navbar to be uppercase. And for the default, it's going to be false because this navbar open is used for the sidebar opening and closing. If the user is opening the website from the mobile device. After that, inside of here, we will make a new UL or unordered list UL tag that's going to have class name equal to, don't forget, it is an uppercase N, and class name is going to be flex call, and then justify center, items is center, LG is flex row, and for the list is none, not list with a S, it's going to be just list, and for the width is going to be full. Inside of here, we will have an LI or list item. Inside of this list item, we are going to have some link to, for now it will be just redirecting to the home page, and also this link is going to have a class, and the class is going to be bx, and here I'm going to set the class name is equal to bx is 3, by is 2, the flex it's going to be flex, and for the items is center, and for the text is LG, phone is semi-bold, leading is snug, and text is white, and hover it will have the opacity, it's going to be 75. Inside of here we will have some span with a class name equal to text gray, then 300, and for the font it's going to be font medium. I forgot the closing tag here. It's going to be span, And for now, it's just going to be series, but it will be some dynamic text after we are edit the multi-language feature. I'm going to make a new one. This one is for movie, and for Disney Plus, and for the local, and the last one is going to be for the kids. Here I'm going to have the movies. After the movie, after the movie is going to be Disney Plus. After that is going to be local, and the last one is going to be just empty because this one is using some background image. It's using a background image, and for the background image we are going to set it inside of this Tailwind config.js. But first, let's go to the Tailwind config.js, and in here I'm going to set a new one called background image. It's going to be the first one is kids text, is going to be URL, and then the link of the image. Here I already have it. I will just copy and then paste it here. Maybe I will put it in the description or in a JS file. After we add that background image inside of the Tailwind config, I will add it inside of this link. For the link, it's just going to be simple. We will have some nav height in here, and li will have the class name is equal to bg, or the background is equal to kids text, and for the background position is center. For the background repeat is no repeat, and for the background size is going to be contain. For the width is equal to 12, and for the margin right is going to be auto. Let's save it, and let's see how it looks in a website. We got the series, movies, Disney Plus, local, and the kids. We got the same navbar as we see in a demo of this video. But I think the subscribe should be hidden for now. Oh yeah, forgot here. It is supposed to be LG is equal to hidden, and for the XS is going to be block. Save it, and let's go here. It's supposed to be hidden, and wait, why now we are getting this search icon? Oh yeah, I changed the search outline one. I supposed to change the subscribe one. Wait a second, there's inside of so maybe we are just going to use the same method with a search outline. Change this, but instead of block for the default, it will be flex. Now let's refresh it. The subscribe button is should be gone by now, and the subscribe button is gone. Now let's add the search, the language select, and so on. After this, we will have the search. Below of this link, we will have a new li for the list item, and then we will have a div with a class name is equal to like this, like in a link. We'll copy it, but maybe we are now need some of this. We just don't need this hover and change it to relative. Now let's enter it, and put some input in here. The input is going to be text. The placeholder is going to be search, dot dot dot, and for the class name is equal to, for the background is going to be main color so that it looks transparent, or maybe you can use transparent background color. And for the border bottom, this borders dash b that mean border bottom is equal to arbitrary value, and that's going to be 1 pixel. And for the padding is just going to be 2. Outline is none, so that we don't have a border when we click through it. And margin right is equal to 3. Save. Let's see, did we get the right search form? And it is. We got the right search form. After that, we are going to make the subscribe button. Like others, we are just going to make a new li here, and instead of this we'll have a link, another link, but this time instead of the slash for the link, it will be the subscribe for the path or 2. And then the class name is equal to px3, py is 2, and flex, and items is center, text is sm, font is bold, leading is snug. Oh, we just have to copy it from here. Copy, but without the hovering effect. And inside of here, we will have the button that I think we already have top here. Yep, we just have to copy the subscribe button from the top and copy it from here and paste it here. Alt Shift F to verify it. Now let's see. We got the subscribe button. Now what left to do is the multi-language selects and the login button or the login link. We are going to make a new li here, same li. Wait a second, li, and then div with a class name, same like the others. Class name is equal to like this. I will just copy it from the subscribe, copy and paste it here, and make a span, not inside of here, and make a span with a select. With a select is going to have a class name, uppercase N, don't forget it, class name, and for the background is going to be main color, and for the outline is none. Also, we are going to have some old change even, but we are going to make it later when we make the multi-language feature. Instead of the select, we'll have a 2 option. The first one is going to be English, and for the label is going to be English, and for the class name is equal to width is 7, and for the height is also 7. We will make a new one, and this one is going to be ID for the value, and for the label is Indonesia. Save. And now let's see how it looks. Refresh it, and we got the select that I think we have it a little bit too big, but we can style it. Let me see, text LG. Maybe we just make it medium. It is empty. Now let's check it out. Now this is look more better. Now what left to do is just the login button. But first I'm going to make a new state here, this is just some temporary state. Use state snippet. It's going to be user. For now, it's just going to be null. This user state will be used for checking up if the user is logged in or not. We make a new if statement here. So if the user is logged in, it will show what, but if it's not, it will show what. I will just going to make the first one here. But first, I'm going to wrap all of this inside of the React fragment so that it then give me some error. Save. And now inside of this React fragment, we will have a new li. This is if the user is logged in. The class is going to be relative. Wait a second, the n is not uppercasing. The class is going to be relative. For the button is equal to class name is user drop down, and for the padding is 1, and for the rounded is empty, and for the font weight is base. After that, I'm going to make this will be some user.username, but since we don't have the data yet, we'll just make it as Alicia, or maybe you can make it as a John Doe. Now let's make a new div here. This div is going to contain the class, the link of the logout, or maybe the watch list of the user. The class name is going to be user item, and it's going to be absolute. So that is why we are setting this li to be relative. So then this user item is not in a maybe in the edge of the website, or maybe the center of the website. After absolute, we will make the p equal to 2, and for the rounded is empty, and for now it will be hidden, and for the z index is going to be 100. Again, this is an arbitrary value, and for the background is going to be slider color, and for the text is going to be white. Instead of here, I will alt z to wrap my code, but sometimes it then works. So inside of this div, we will have some ul an unordered list ul, and inside of here we will have some li, and that li is going to contain some link to watch list / watch list, and for the label is going to be watch list, and for the link we are going to make the close tag for it too. Save. Wait a second. Link. This is sometimes kind of annoying for me. Watch list, and then the closer of it. Now after that, I'm going to make a new li here. A new li. This is not automatically li, and this would be have some on-click function because this is the logout button, and for the class name is equal to cursor and pointer. Let's save it, and let's see how it looks in a website. Refresh it first. We're still not getting the login. That is because we are just setting it for if the user is logged in. We are not setting it for user if it's not logged in. So for this one, we'll just make some li with a div is equal to with a class name is equal to same like in here. I will just copy it from the multi-language select and I will pass it here. And now I will make a span inside of here, and for the class name is going to be text md font semi-bold, leading is knock, text is white, over is opacity is equal to 75, and for the cursor it's going to be pointer. And this is going to be the login. Save it, and now let's see how it looks. And now we got the login, and for the English is done, for the login is also done. But wait a second, but let me check it if it is responsive or not. Let's inspect it and change it to the responsive mode. Let's change the size to maybe mobile L. This looks a little bit bad actually. Now let's see where's the mistake. Where is the mistake I made? Hidden. Oh yeah. In here I forgot to add the space. Now let's try it. Refresh the website. It should be hidden for now. And as you can see, we got the logo, the subscribe button, and the search icon. But we make at least the function for opening and closing the slider, or I mean for the closing and opening the sidebar. But I think we don't need that because wait a second here. Why did I adding this to here? Let me see how it looks. If I refresh it, it will still like that. Now let's save, and maybe just that for this video. In the next video, maybe we are going to make the footer and the sidebar, or maybe something else. Okay, I think that's it for this video. I hope you will enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you know when I uploaded a new video of this playlist. And thanks a lot for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.